Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully display our portfolio in our home page, right? So right now I want to add this portfolio page. That means this portfolio, that is actually also another one as a portfolio. So here I want to load this template. So that is our template, one of the page. So here I want to load it. So how can do that work? In this video, I will show you that things with a live example. So for doing this, first of all, we have to add one of the route for this one. So here we have to add that link. So that is in our front end. So if you go our project, so right now that is our home blade. We don't need this. About controller will be needed. Edit, I remove it. The sidebar, I remove it. Okay. That is our index. So that is actually index. So also we don't need this, I remove it. So now in our home page, if you go to our view, into the view, right now we want to work in our home front end. So into the front end, if you go to that layouts, into the body here, you can see I have already separated our footer, header and the slider. So if you open that our header, into the header, you can see that is all that our menu, right? That is actually our menu. So into the menu area, there is a portfolio. So first of all, I want to create one of the route for this one. So here I remove it and I want to create one of the route. I think you already know about it as a route. So route will be as a, I want to create, I just name it as a portfolio. Okay, with the same name. I name it one of the route as a portfolio. Perfect. So now we have to create this route, right? So now go to our web route here. After this home, I copy it. I want to take another one that will be as a portfolio route. Okay, that will be as a portfolio page route. Perfect. So here I want to copy it. Okay, copy one of the things from here. It will be as a get method, and then I name it as a same. I name it as a I name it as a portfolio. So I name it as a portfolio. It will be as a portfolio and then the portfolio, right? And also you can create some of the another controller for this one. So right now I don't want to create any controller. So in our about controller, I want to create one of the method as a portfolio. Okay, friend. So for education purpose, I'm using it, but better to create one of the another controller. And here for the portfolio, all the things you have to add it into this controller area. So right now I'm using that about controller. So into the about controller, I want to create this method that will be as a portfolio. So better I make it as a capital portfolio. So this method I have to create in our about controller. Go to our about controller. So here I want to create it as a public and then function and then our portfolio method. Right, friend? How much easy is it? I think you enjoyed very much. So that is our portfolio method. So into the portfolio method, what exactly we have to do? We have to return one of the view page, right? That means when any user click in particular this portfolio, this will be redirect to one of the view page. So for the reasons here I want to create one of the view page better. So that is our body, that is our layouts, and that is our view. So into the view area, I want to better create one of the folder. Okay, I want to create one of the folder. So into the view folder here, I want to create another folder and name it as a pages. So that will be as a pages. So into the pages folder, I want to create one of the page and I just name it as a portfolio. Okay, that will be one of the portfolio.blade.php. So this type of one of the page I simply created. Okay, friend. So now I want to add this portfolio page. That means here it will be as a return and then view. So here it will be as a in our which position? It will be in our pages. That means I have created one of the view. Into the view area, I have created one of the pages and that is actually a portfolio, right? So now I name it as a pages, and then our file name as a portfolio. Perfect. So right now here, what exactly we have to do? So we have to actually get this data, right? So I have already did this work in our web route. You can see into the web route before for our home page, I get all the data with the images with our model. So right now better I copy it. So it will be just like that same. Here I take one of the variable with our model. So make that sure you add this model. So here I didn't add this model, so you have to use it. So our model name is a multi picture. So that will be our model name, right? So I have already created this model for our multi images. So that is our model as a multi pics, right? So make that sure you add it. So now with this, we can actually use it. So now with this multiple picture, I get all the data and return view our pages in portfolio page. So now if you want to pass this all data from your database, and if you want to pass it, you have to pass it with the compact, right? So now with this compact, I want to pass this data. That means he get all the data from our whois table, is get all the data from our this table. That is all that images data. Here I get it and take the things with this variable, and now I pass every data in our portfolio page. So that is our portfolio page. So that in the portfolio page I want to do, it will be like as if you go to our I want to do that is actually I have created as a master. So that is a master one, right? And if you go to our home, into the home, here you can see that is actually our extended. So I copy it. So it will be extended or layout master home. And also here we have to end this section. That means the and the section. So that will be as the and section, right? So that is our and section. So now if you click as a save all, if you now click as a save all, and now it should be worked. Now click as a refresh, and now go to our portfolio. Yes, you can see, friend, it's now perfectly getting our three things. It's now getting our header, it's now getting our slider, it's now getting our this footer, right? So here we have to do, I don't want to actually load our this slider. So our slider only will be visible in our home page. But here you can see I already extended our layouts master. So if you go to our layout master, that is master home, and here you can see I include that body header, I include that our slider, and also include that our body, that means the footer. So for the reasons it's actually getting our three things, that is a header, slider, and the footer. You can see it's now showing as a header, slider, and the footer. So I only want to do our in our home page, only our home page or this slider will be visible. Okay, not that our master one. So for this reasons here better I cut it from to this position. I want to visible only slider in our home. Okay, that means that is actually our home. So after that master here I want to do and to load it. Okay, so now this slider only visible in our home page, and after that there is our home content section. If you now click as a save all, now if you refresh, you can see into the master they have only two options as a header, and that is actually our footer, right? But if you go to our home, if you go to home, click as a enter, now you can see, friend, it's now successfully getting our this slider. So only slider is visible in our home page. Okay, so that is our portfolio page. Into the portfolio page, that is only header and footer. So now into the body area, that means in our this that is actually content, that is our main EL part, that is our main dynamic part, right? So here I want to do and to load our template. If you go to our theme, into the theme, that is our portfolio.html. If you now open it, so that is our portfolio, right? So here I only want to take our this part. So after that header from to this position, and before that footer, I want to get this part. So if you want to get this part, that is our portfolio.html. So right now I want to open it with our editor. So into this editor here, I don't need this header part. And that is our main ID. You can see that is actually the main ID. So after that main ID, that is our main part. So that is our portfolio section. So from here I copy everything. Okay, I copy everything from to this position, and you can see there is an and main menu. So now from to this position I copy it. So that is our main part. So that is our main part. So that will be our EL part, right? So when I copy it, and now into the portfolio here I paste it. So friend, here it will be just like that same. Here we don't need this. I only want to need one. So better I remove everything. I only want to take one. Okay, so that is actually take one. So I remove it. Perfect. So that is our main part. Here I want to make it dynamic. So here we don't need this. I remove it. So I have already get all that our data, and I take the things with this variable. So that is our variable, right, friend? And now we can actually access it in our portfolio page. So here we have to do the same as per our home page. So here I only want to add one of the for each. that means the for each, and also we have to end this for each, so that will be as a and for each, right? So into the and for each here, I want to take it as a I already get all the data and pass it with this images, so that means with this variable. So with this variable I want to make it as image, okay, as image. So this type of the name. So now with this image I want to visible all that our database field name, so I remove it. It should be with this image. I want to display our database field name. Our database field name is as an image, right? So that is actually image. So now I want to access as the image, and then also here I want to update that part. That means that will be our another one. I updated this part, okay? So here we don't need this. That is actually another link, so I remove it. And if you don't want to remove, you want to add another link, you can remove it from to this position. Perfect. Now let's check this out. If you click the save all, so that is our part. That means our breadcrumbs is visible. Perfect. Now if you click on here and if you go and refresh it, yes, you can see friend, now our this part is totally dynamic. That means that is actually our portfolio page, and that is our portfolio. All the portfolio is visible. If you click here, it's successfully loaded, right? It's now successfully loaded all that slider. Perfect. So here how can update that part, you can see friend, now that is actually totally dynamic part, so you can actually manage it from your backend. Okay, so here we successfully complete our portfolio. So next video I'm going to discuss about that contact page. And if you go to our template, if you go to that contact, into the contact, here you can see friend, that is on the location. I also want to make it as a dynamic. That means the location will be dynamic, email will be dynamic, the call will be dynamic, and that is actually on the contact form. So from here I want to insert this data the database, and then I want to manage everything from our backend. So how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.